Hi guys. Today I thought, this right now, these times are crazy, as we've all heard over and over. I feel like it's on repeat, if not out where you hear from everyone, it's in your head definitely. Currently, I'm in my office, aka the car. Because our cottage is a little crowded. Alex is off today, and I just thought I'd like to edit the videos, and I have been, in the middle of baby chaos. When I say baby, I mean little, not the baby, but just because, there's only so many places you can go, so I'm usually on the couch when I edit. And Landon wants to watch a movie, Nathan wants to play a game on the Switch, and Alex usually is playing with them. And then the baby kind of in between his naps is on the floor, but excuse me. He's on the floor, but my little homeboy needs a lot of attention. So just trying to kind of balance all of that. So I decided to come to the car and make this my little office. It's a beautiful day out. You can't really tell because it looks a little just bright. But the sun's out right now. It is 74 degrees, so it's feeling pretty nice. So I thought I would just get out here to try to just attack this, because editing, as I've said before early on, I really enjoy the editing process. It's a lot of fun to be creative. And for me, I like to express myself with just creating things, and I feel like editing is one of those things. So it's a lot of fun, but it takes a lot of work. And so I now know, when a lot of people talk about like, I feel like the computer's kind of cutting me off here. But when people, usually when you're an audience member, it's like, oh man, you don't really do much. It seems, I don't know if you guys have thought this, but it just seems so easy, when you're watching content or like a video or a day in the life or anything really, even a mukbang. There's a lot that goes into, the cooking and the setting up. And I'm not even, you guys know, I just recorded something yesterday where I said, I'm so thankful for my 72 subscribers. You guys, today I have 75. I'm so excited. Like, it's just crazy to me. I'm so thankful for my 75 now. At every step of the way, I've been thankful. I still remember my first subscriber, Monique Views. She just had her baby, so congratulations, Monique. So exciting. Like, I literally just from zero started. And I didn't put this out there to like friends and family. I just wanted to start from scratch and just see how this thing grew on its own, and it has. And so that's been work as well, but I like investing in those relationships and those, I feel like, friendships, because that's, an online community that I wanted to build, which I am doing. And I enjoy when people comment, and I like that interaction. I really would love more interaction. And so I'm thinking about doing a video where it's kind of asking you guys, the subscribers, the viewers, is there something that you guys are interested in, that you guys want to see? And also maybe having like a separate video specific to constructive criticism, because I feel like sometimes as an audience member, as much as I was saying, I feel like my thought kind of jumped. There is a lot going on, and editing does take time. So it's a lot of time that you put into it to think about things, the music, and I'm fairly new, so it's not like I get it right every time. The volume of the music, whether things are clear, can you hear clearly, what's in the background, the lighting. This lighting doesn't seem too bad. I wonder if, I don't know if that's, I kind of like it. I don't know, but I'll just say this would be maybe a good video for you to maybe share with me some constructive criticism in the comments below. I've been wanting to do this because I think it's important. You also want to have an opinion, And so I thought it would be so neat to open that up. And constructive criticism, obviously, like I feel like I'm always open to that. It just means that you're kind with what you say. You know, you may not agree with everything, or you may say, you know what, it's a little loud when you are using music and then you go to the scene, you know, you kind of keep the music too loud, and then there's an unbalance there of really loud music, and then when it skips to the next scene, the voice is really low. That I have noticed in some videos. And so when I put music in, I usually put it at a lower balance than 100%, and same with normal, like with my voice. But I think this would be a great video to kind of, you know, have you guys weigh in if there's something that you've noticed. Maybe it's a pattern that I definitely should check out. All I ask is that you be kind. Again, I'm new, so it also goes along with trial and error. And there's some things that maybe I can't help just because of where I'm at and how tiny of a place. Of course, with time, that'll change, but it's just you leaving a suggestion, and just keep in mind, I may not always be able to do it, but I'd like to keep that in my mind to address it or fix it in the future as I do make more videos. So yeah, constructive criticism I think is a positive, and I think some people might get it confused with hate, and I don't want to do that. I don't think that everybody that shares their opinion is hating. Sometimes, you know, like there are times when I see a video and I want to say something, but because it's text and because we're all typing, I don't know that it may come across as nice as I would want to say. For example, there was one video where I really enjoyed the person's content, but the song that they chose, the beginning notes, I guess, were like scratchy, almost like static. And it like, if somebody had their earplugs in or earphones in, it would bust their eardrum. But I didn't say anything because I just don't know. You know, when people don't open themselves up like that, you know, I don't know. I mean, I guess you can write whatever you want. Everybody does. I mean, it's open. It's an open platform. But I just want to like welcome you guys that if there is constructive criticism to be had or to be shared, please let me know if there's something that I can work on and go from there. You can't please everyone, so I'm just putting that out there. You know, somebody might say like, oh, I don't like your music on the videos, and somebody might say, I love your music on the videos. So there has to be a middle ground, and I have been trying to, like, I guess even it out to where sometimes I get tired of the music. I mean, if the video is long, you can't just have music the whole time. So again, I didn't say anything on the video that I saw. It was a good video, but man, every time it came up, it was like, you know, really hard on the ears. So those are the things that I am aware of, and I try to adjust. But again, I'm new, so I don't know what other people are experiencing. It also depends on if you're on your computer watching it, on your phone, if you have your earbuds in, all of those good things. So this will be for you guys. You know, let me know, comment below what you think. How are you feeling everything? Would you like to see more of something? I try to get good lighting wherever we go or whatever I'm doing. I have a couple videos that I've done. I think they were mukbangs, and some are like little baby mukbangs because it's not a lot of food, or I don't eat that much. That's another trial and error. But yeah, so far I feel like I'm just, you know, I'm trying to figure out what. So I know a lot of people say that when you're starting out, you want to pick something and stick to it, whatever it is. Are you doing mukbangs? Are you doing ASMR? Are you doing how-to videos? And so far I've been doing a little bit of everything because I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. It started off as a pregnancy update, sort of really, as far as the content, because again, the channel is a video journal, but it started with that, like journaling sort of the pregnancy, and it's moved on. There's some things that I want to chat about. I want to build community here. So that requires me to kind of show content that is likable. And so with that, it's a little bit of both. So I'm still trying to figure out what I want to focus on, if that, because my idea for the future of the channel is to make like different playlists on it, so that if you're here and you do like how I do things, but maybe you're not into the family updates or the baby updates, then you can click on a playlist that's just for you. If it is mukbangs, then I try to separate the mukbangs by, you know, I just kind of came up with MKB, and then what are we talking about? That way you know that's the one I want. And until I do that, where I separate them, where I have enough to separate the videos, you can actually go and you can see right off the bat, what is it that we're talking about? Do you want to click on that or not? The others, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. You know, the vacation, obviously, that's just memories, and I hope that you guys enjoy those too. If you haven't been to the places, then you can have a sneak peek. And if you have any questions on those as well, I'll do my best to answer them. Questions as far as like, you know, how much, I try to include sometimes the meals that we have. And so I can tell you, you know, how much they were, just to get a better idea. I'm trying to think of doing like a tips for Hawaii. I was noticing that we had like water shoes, and the first time we went, we didn't have those. And I think it's pretty important, just because sometimes there's rocks in the beach, and that can be painful. So I would suggest it if you can. Things like that. So just kind of breaking that up and giving you guys more, because when this quarantine is over, I am even excited to get back to Hawaii. I'm daydreaming of getting back there because we went in March. We have been in separate times to Hawaii. We've been in March, September, November, and then in the summer. And pretty much the summer or September were favorable. I really didn't like March because it was super windy and it was like raining on and off, and November was the same. November was more rainy. So if I could choose, I'd go back in the summer. So that's why when I put these things out there, like tips and things, it's for the future. So if you are planning a trip, then you can do that. But I'm hoping that this is helpful to you just in general. I spoke about starting a channel, being like a new channel, starting at the very beginning of their journey in one of my videos. And so I'd like to do that too, is create a video with any tips that I could, you know, offer if you're wanting to start one, because this is the time to start it. Don't wait, don't hold back, don't think about it too much. I was a nervous wreck starting mine, and I feel like you might be able to tell in my very first video. I just kind of, and literally there's like, I don't think there was an intro. When I say jump in and like do it, I feel like I did. I literally just took the dive. I don't even think I started with an intro. I just said, and so this is what we're talking about, you know, but you get more comfortable as time goes on, and I encourage you. I'm here to encourage you to start, do what you can with what you have. But before you start, so side note, before you start, make a list of things you want to talk about. If you don't know what your channel is going to be about, that's okay. I don't think, like, some people don't know. But write down, like, are you good at like how-tos? Are you good at baking? Are you good at cooking? You know, keeping children entertained. I think I've talked about that in another video. What is something that you'd like to share with us? And write those down and then go from there. And, you know, if you are watching other videos, kind of, you know, pick up on the things that you might find that you don't like and apply that to your video. So if the music's too loud, if the volume's too loud, maybe start with adjusting it so you don't start off right at 100%. Little tips and tricks like that. If there's like lighting and you're like, oh, that's really dark, I like what they said, but it was really dark, then, you know, adjust your lighting. Sit in front of a window. Honestly, I feel like this is pretty good lighting. And I'm in a car. So I feel like if you can like face the sun, maybe in the early evening or maybe in the morning to where the sun is behind the camera, this would be good lighting. This one's good. The sun is basically, it's right up here. It's 3:30 right now. So the lighting doesn't seem bad. I feel like I'm clear. You can see that. You can see the thumbnail was clear. Just start with little things like that and just start. But I think that will do it for today. Yeah, I was just excited to get this out there. I'm gonna get back to editing because that is taking forever and I needed a little break. So that's what I'm doing, is taking a little break and just chit-chatting. And I'll see what else I can come up with and share that with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.